Hello there, I'm Chef Johnny, your ultimate beef-loving Texan. And today I'm here with another great recipe. Guys, we're gonna be making a ground brisket hamburger. This is a fantastic hamburger, and on top of it, I'm gonna put some haystack onion rings. You don't wanna miss this recipe, so stick around. I already have my brisket ground up, and I've added salt, pepper, and garlic to it. I've made it into half-pound patties. We're gonna get them on the grill here in just a minute. After we season it with a little salt, pepper, and garlic. You can see I have a nice big patty here. They are not packed too tight. And again, just use your favorite barbecue seasoning. I'm putting on a little SPG rub. We're gonna taste this beef in here instead of covering it up with all kinds of flavors, but get a nice coating on, flip them over. And again, put these back in your refrigerator. You can put them into your freezer. Just get them where they stay nice and hard whenever they go onto this pit. I have it warming up. It's gonna be, 400, maybe 450 degrees. And guys, use a ground brisket. One, it tastes really good, but two, it can be economical. So have them grind up that brisket for you in the butcher shop and save a little bit of money. Those beef patties are in the refrigerator, so now it's time to start slicing up our onions. I'm gonna use my mandolin. If you don't have one, you can use your knife. Just make them real thin. And be careful, do not cut yourself, because this mandolin is sharp and it will cut you if you're not careful. Now you can see these onions are nice and thin, so they're gonna make a nice haystack for us whenever we fry them up. It is time to get our burgers on, so I'm gonna do kind of a little offset cook. This is still a very, very hot barbecue pit. It's about 400 degrees. I don't want them right over the flames yet. Bring them up to about 145 degrees, then we'll sear them off. Get them closed. Now for these onion rings, we're gonna get a nice little batch, drop them into our egg and milk wash, pull them out, and I'm gonna let them drain a little bit in this colander. Drop them over into my colander. And we're gonna do just a few at a time, and I'm gonna use a spider to help keep the shape. Once they've had time to drain, I'll drop them into my flour. And remember, wet hand, dry hand, right? So don't get both hands with wet and dry, or you wind up with big clumps on the ends of your fingers. If you wanted to double drop these in the flour and back in there, you could. I kind of found you don't need that much breading on them, so I don't just want to shake off some of the excess flour. And I'm going to use this spider. That's what we call this, is a spider, I guess because it looks like a spider web, but to help keep the form of my onion rings in here. I have my oil at 350, so let's drop them in there and let these go in easy. I'm trying not to let them all the way in so that they kind of hold shape and I don't lose them all. Some of them we're gonna have to get back, but I'm gonna do one batch at a time. Now, if you wanna go in there, you can push them down in with your spider so they sink down in there. We just wanna take these to they're a nice golden brown. We're gonna get these out now. You can see they're a pretty golden brown. Just gonna put them on our paper towels to drain. That might be a little bit big of a stack, a little smaller on the next one. These patties are about ready. I'm gonna flip them over, get them right over that hot fire and get a nice sear on them. They are all right around 145 degrees, so we're gonna take them up to that 160 degrees. Recommended temperature for ground meat. We're gonna go about 2 minutes on this side, then flip them over and go about 2 minutes on the other side. Or you can tell that fat off those burgers have been dripping down onto that fire. Let's flip these over. We're gonna get them off of there. It's about that time. Let's get them off. These have been resting for a few minutes, but we had a request for some melted cheese, and melted cheese always goes good on your burger. So let's go ahead. I'm gonna put some American slices on these. I do have some other cheeses for people that may like them. I've got some Munster, I've got some sharp cheddar. Just get the cheese that you like. I like American, so that's what I grabbed. So let's close this up for just, about a minute. All right, let's get these off. I have some nice sesame buns. We're gonna get those on here. I always like to toast my buns. Adds a dimension of flavor, and it also adds texture to that burger that I think is very nice. So toast up those buns. Here we go. Everything's about ready. I got my nice toasted bun. We'll get it out here, start getting our condiments on it, and we're gonna start putting these wonderful ground brisket burgers together. Getting our mustard on here. I love mustard on a burger. That's the direction I go. Take it and spread it around some. Now leaf lettuce. I love leaf lettuce much, much better than iceberg. Gives you a lot more flavor and it is much more beautiful. So the eye appeal is much better on that also. Let's come on with one of our nice big beef patties. On top of that, it's our half-pound patties. I think I'm gonna go with a tomato and grab one of our haystacks. On top of that tomato right there. That is a pretty, pretty burger. Put the lid on it on a nice toasted bun. And like I said, I do like sesame seeds on my buns when I have a hamburger, but I think that is a beautiful hamburger. Let's take this burger and I'm gonna slice it in half so we can take a look on the inside. See how it turned out. Open that up for y'all. There you have it, a beautiful hamburger. And if you would like the recipe for this hamburger, my brisket burger with my haystack onion rings, you can go to beeflovingtexans.com, find it and a lot of other recipes over there to take care of all your beef needs. But today, we're gonna give this beautiful hamburger a try, so let's see if we get a taste and see what we think about it. That is a great cheeseburger, ground brisket, haystack onion rings, lettuce, tomatoes, mustard, all the things you need for a tremendous, tremendous meal. Use this recipe or use your own, but always remember to use beef. Thanks for stopping by. I always do appreciate it. I'm Chef Johnny, and we'll see you at beeflovingtexans.com.